Most farmers see roughage as little more than stomach filler, a cheap way to bulk up a ration. But science tells a different story. Remove enough roughage from a cow's diet, and you're not just slowing them down. You could unleash a chain reaction of health problems that cost North American dairy farmers billions every year. The mistake starts with oversimplifying roughage. Not all fiber is created equal. It's more than just bulk. It's the foundation of a rumen's delicate machinery. Inside that four-chambered stomach, roughage isn't idle. Long fibers create a physical mat, slowing digestion and encouraging cows to ruminate, to chew, buffer, and regulate acids. This keeps the microbial ecosystem balanced, propels nutrient extraction, and prevents the buildup of volatile fatty acids that can tip the system into metabolic chaos. When fiber quality drops or quantity falls short, it's not just efficiency at stake. Disorders like acidosis, displaced abomasum, and fatty liver surge, slashing yields, incurring vet bills, and forcing culls. The research is clear. Every kilogram of poor quality roughage can mean exponential losses in herd health and dollars. But the news isn't all grim. Recent studies reveal how targeted roughage selection, choosing the right forage species, optimizing chop length, controlling fermentation, can boost milk output, fortify immunity, and even cut methane emissions. Quality, not just quantity, holds the key. High digestibility forages, well-managed silage, and a balanced fiber profile turn each mouthful into an investment, not just a filler. So the next time you inspect a bale or open a silage pit, think beyond volume. Ask yourself, is this roughage supporting the rumen or sabotaging it? Science has given us the tools to improve, not just feed, but the very foundation of herd health and farm profits. The challenge and the opportunity starts today with every bite your cows take.
Imagine a massive bioreactor operating day and night, quietly transforming raw plants into energy. That's the rumen, a marvel of nature inside every cow, sheep, and goat. Inside this chamber live billions of microorganisms, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and archaea. Together, they've evolved alongside ruminants for millions of years, forging partnerships that are nothing short of ingenious. Researchers from the Global Rumen Census have discovered something remarkable. Across hundreds of animals and dozens of countries, a consistent core microbiome exists in the rumen. Whether fed grass or grain, certain bacteria dominate: Prevotella, Butyrivibrio, and Ruminococcus. But here's the key. When animals eat roughage like hay or silage, a specialist called Fibrobacter flourishes, driving efficient cellulose breakdown. In grain-fed cattle, the microbial profile shifts dramatically, altering digestion and the animal's health. Why does this matter? The dominant bacteria in the rumen, Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes, rely on fiber. When roughage enters the rumen, fiber-eating microbes swarm, attach to plant material, and form biofilms. These biofilms aren't just sticky coatings, they're bustling hubs of teamwork, allowing microbes to share enzymes and coordinate the breakdown of tough plant fibers. This process releases volatile fatty acids, acetate, propionate, and butyrate, which are absorbed by the rumen and fuel the animal's daily activity. So, roughage isn't just filler. It's the foundation of the microbial engine that powers every ruminant. Without fiber, the microbial balance falters, energy drops, and animal health suffers. Understanding this invisible world means managing nutrition wisely and ensuring a thriving, productive herd.
Roughage is more than just filler in a ruminant's diet. Its fibrous structure triggers the animal to chew more, which sparks a crucial surge in saliva flow. That saliva isn't just a digestive aid. It functions as the rumen's natural buffer system. When diets shift toward high-concentrate, low-roughage feeds, this mechanical advantage begins to fade. Less chewing means less saliva. The consequences: rumen contents become thicker, absorption of volatile fatty acids slows, and carbon dioxide struggles to escape. All these changes make it harder for the rumen to stay balanced. Without enough saliva to buffer acids, rumen pH drops. This isn't a minor detail. It can lead directly to acute rumen acidosis, one of the most economically damaging conditions in livestock medicine. Productivity declines, veterinary costs rise, and animal welfare is compromised. Ensuring sufficient roughage isn't just good practice, it's essential for rumen health and the economic well-being of the entire herd. The solution is simple. Prioritize fibrous feed, safeguard rumen function, and protect your investment. Neglecting roughage in a ruminant's diet can be costly, and subacute ruminal acidosis, SARA, is a hidden threat most farmers face more often than they realize. SARA occurs when cattle are fed diets rich in concentrates and poor in digestible fiber, leading to prolonged periods of low ruminal pH. This imbalance harms the rumen's ecosystem. Fewer bacterial species survive, and vulnerable protozoa populations vanish, making the rumen less stable. Once SARA strikes, cattle become more susceptible to future episodes and their ability to adapt to dietary changes diminishes. But the consequences don't stop at digestion. Reduced feed intake, tissue damage, liver abscesses, laminitis, and even widespread inflammation can arise. Each complication means higher veterinary bills and decreased productivity, costs that add up quickly and threaten the long-term health of your herd. Prevention is straightforward but requires commitment. Maintain adequate roughage in every ration. Monitor forage to concentrate ratios carefully, especially during periods of transition and in early lactation. Protecting rumen health starts with the basics. Discipline and dietary management ensures better animal welfare, enhanced productivity, and peace of mind for you and your farm.
Pasture is nature's roughage, rich in nutrients, trusted for centuries. But not all grass is created equal. Young, vibrant blades contain digestible protein, moisture, and fiber. These are prime fuel for rumen microbes, powering livestock efficiently. Yet, as grass matures, change is inevitable. Lignin builds up, making cell walls tough, and digestibility drops. The very microbes that once thrived now struggle against resistance. This is where smart management steps in. Rotational grazing isn't just a trend, it's proven science. Recent studies confirm it enhances livestock productivity. More weight gain, more milk, and healthier pastures. By grazing half the forage and leaving half, plants recover quickly and supply feed over time. Undergrazed pastures, they mature, lose quality, and waste potential. The key? Treat your pasture like a crop. Move animals regularly, monitor grass height, and catch the nutritional window while it's open. Embrace rotational grazing. Maximize feed quality, boost animal performance, and secure the future of your pasture.
Hay is the backbone of stored roughage around the world, yet no other feed varies so wildly in quality. Its potential starts with a simple idea. Harvest forage at peak nutrition, dry to less than 20% moisture, then bale for future use. But execution is everything. Done right, hay retains vital nutrients. Done poorly, it becomes costly, indigestible fiber. The single most important factor? Harvest timing. Cutting early, just before full bloom, keeps more leaves, more protein, and more digestible fiber intact. Waiting for higher yields means lower quality, a classic trade-off that impacts every mouthful your animals take. Among hays, legumes like alfalfa stand apart. Alfalfa's leaf protein can reach up to 30%, fueling milk production and rumen health by encouraging chewing and saliva flow. Research proves that blending 30 to 50% alfalfa with corn silage actually increases milk protein yield compared to either roughage alone. A powerful reminder that synergy matters in every ration. Yet, those high protein levels live mostly in the leaves. Let stems dominate, and the protein dive is steep. Early cutting and gentle handling are critical to preserve value. Once baled, hay's fate rests with storage. Moisture invites mold and heat, wasting both energy and protein. The danger? 2 bales may look alike, but only one delivers on nutrition. That's why forage testing isn't just recommended. It's essential for anyone determined to make informed feeding decisions.
Silage offers a radically different and remarkably effective method for preserving forage. Rather than fighting moisture, silage uses it as a cornerstone. Fresh forage is packed at optimal moisture, sealed in airtight conditions. Inside, lactic acid bacteria ferment sugars, rapidly lowering pH and halting spoilage. The result is a stable, high-moisture feed that preserves the crop's energy value. Corn silage stands at the forefront of dairying worldwide. Extensive studies reveal how fiber digestibility drives animal performance. When maize silage's NDF digestibility improves, cows eat more, gain weight, and produce more milk. A review of nearly 30 experiments found that every small increase in fiber digestibility boosts milk yield by over 80 grams daily, alongside measurable weight gain. High-producing cows see even greater benefits, especially when diets include substantial corn silage. Recent breakthroughs involve brown midrib, BMR, corn hybrids, bred for superior fiber quality. By reducing lignin content, these hybrids increase dry matter intake and enhance meal production compared to conventional silage. The results are clear. Optimizing silage, from fermentation to plant genetics, delivers measurable gains, reinforcing the science behind every feeding decision.
Cereal straws and crop residues, wheat, rice, barley, corn stalks, are more than just agricultural byproducts. For millions of farmers, especially where pastures are scarce, they form the backbone of livestock diets. Yet, their nutritional value tells a different story. Less than 4% crude protein, high in indigestible lignin and silica, and offering digestibility so low that animals can barely maintain condition. This is the challenge. Relying on untreated straw alone forces farmers to settle for mediocre livestock health and reduced productivity. But there's an accessible fix that transforms the equation: chemical treatment with urea. Extensive research proves it. Treating wheat and barley straw with urea ammoniation can double the protein content. Oat straw, a tripling. Rice straw, when treated, also shows improved digestion and rumen efficiency in dairy cattle. The science is robust, and the process is practical. Soak straw in a simple 3 to 5% urea solution. Keep it sealed for a few weeks. The released ammonia breaks down tough fibers and adds vital nitrogen. For farmers, this means more nutritious feed without expensive inputs. When balanced with quality concentrates and forages, straw becomes a valuable roughage, not just filler. Recognize straw's limitations, but don't settle for them. With knowledge and technique, every harvest can support healthier, more productive animals. The solution is within reach. Empower your feed decisions today. Roughage isn't just fuel for the rumen. Every roughage type, each fiber structure, sets the stage for an intricate microbial drama. Cutting-edge research in 2024 has revealed that what you feed your herd shapes which microbes thrive and how efficiently they work. Using advanced sequencing techniques, scientists have pinpointed 2 key microbial players, Prevotella and Treponema. These genera drive roughage breakdown, but their timing is everything. Protein-degrading microbes take the lead in the first hours of fermentation, while fiber specialists become dominant as digestion unfolds. Multi-omics studies now track microbial colonization and gene activity in real time. The result? We can match forage chemical traits to digestion outcomes with unprecedented clarity. So, every shift in roughage or forage quality doesn't just change nutrient input, it sends ripples through the rumen's microbial community. That's why any transition between feed sources must be gradual. A period of 10 to 14 days gives the microbiome time to adapt, safeguarding fermentation efficiency and animal well-being. Understanding this dynamic not only enhances digestion, but empowers you to manage feed transitions with new confidence. The future of ruminant nutrition is precision, driven by the microbiology of roughage. Two farms, both feed hay, yet their results couldn't be more different. The reason? Roughage quality. It's an economic game changer too often overlooked. High-quality roughage, young and leafy, harvested at the right stage, and properly stored, fuels the rumen. It's soft, dense in fermentable nutrients, and highly digestible. Animals thrive, converting feed into energy efficiently, pushing productivity to its full potential. Contrast that with poor-quality roughage, overmature, sun-bleached, or moldy. It's tough, loaded with indigestible fiber. Animals labor to chew and ferment it, yet get little reward. To close the gap, farmers ramp up concentrate feed. That's an expense that quietly drains profitability. Here's the economic reality. Improve roughage digestibility, and you cut back on costlier concentrates, with concentrates often costing 3 to 5 times more per unit of energy. Investing in premium roughage nearly always pays. So, routine forage testing is not a luxury, it's essential. Measuring dry matter, crude protein, fiber, and digestibility forms the foundation for smarter ration formulation. When you invest in roughage quality, you invest in the health of your herd and in the financial health of your business. Roughage isn't filler, it's the foundation that supports the entire rumen ecosystem. The science is unequivocal. The quality of your forage shapes everything, from microbial diversity to milk yield to the health costs of your herd. Research boils down to a clear message. Fresh grass, when managed with careful rotation and grazed at just the right maturity, delivers exceptional nutrition. Miss that window, and it becomes mere fiber, heavy on lignin but light on value. Hay stands as the backbone of seasonal feed. Its quality depends on timing. Test it, harvest early, and store it well to preserve what matters most. Silage, especially corn silage, brings concentrated energy and digestibility into the system. The hybrid you choose and the fiber digestibility you achieve have a direct, measurable impact on your milk production. Straw and crop residues, though low in nutrition, offer flexibility. Treating them with urea can significantly boost both protein and digestibility, especially where top-tier forage is limited. If there's one unifying principle, it's this. The rumen microbiome is the true engine of your herd. The roughage you select nourishes these microbes. Get that balance right, and healthy, productive animals will follow. Next, we'll dive into concentrates, the other side of the feeding equation, and an area rife with myth and misunderstanding. Subscribe to Livestock Insights and take the next step toward smarter, science-led nutrition. We'll see you there.